You're stressed, shoulders up around your ears, chest tight, and someone tells you to just relax. Your brain doesn't work like that. Here's the thing though, it doesn't need to, because there are 3 specific moves backed by real research that can shift your brain's chemistry in 15 seconds or less. Not hours, not therapy, not a retreat in the mountains. 15 seconds, most of them completely invisible to anyone watching you. And the third one, it's the one neuroscientists get asked about the most. Not because it's the most complicated, but because it's the one that actually sticks. The other 2 work in the moment and then fade. This one changes what your brain expects by default. So stick around for that one. Let's start with number 1. Trick 1, the physiological sigh. Picture 2 people stuck in traffic. Same red light, same late meeting. One of them is white-knuckling the wheel, breath shallow and fast. The other takes 2 quick inhales through the nose, then 1 long, slow exhale through the mouth. 10 seconds later, their shoulders drop. That second person just used what researchers at Stanford call the physiological sigh. Here's what's actually happening. Your lungs have tiny sacs called alveoli, and stress causes them to collapse slightly. That double inhale reinflates them. The long exhale that follows tells your nervous system directly that the threat has passed. No breathing app, no meditation cushion, just air, used correctly. Sound familiar? You've probably done this by accident after crying. Turns out your body already knew the trick. You just weren't doing it on purpose? Trick 2, forcing the smile. But here's what's crazy. Your brain can't always tell the difference between an emotion you feel and an emotion you fake. This is called the facial feedback hypothesis, and it's been tested for decades. Hold a pen between your teeth, not your lips, your teeth, for 15 seconds. That position mimics the exact muscles used in a genuine smile. Participants who do this, even without any reason to smile, report measurably better moods afterward. Your face isn't just expressing your emotions, it's a dial your brain reads to decide what emotion to have. Here's the secret, nobody tells you this, works even when you know you're faking it. The muscles don't care about your intentions, they just send the signal. Actors use a version of this on purpose. Before a scene, they'll hold a specific facial expression until the feeling arrives, instead of waiting to feel it first. It sounds backwards. It isn't. Emotion doesn't only travel from the inside out. Sometimes it travels from the outside in. Starting with 15 seconds of a muscle position you chose on purpose, that's 2 tricks down. But here's what most people miss. The first 2 work in the moment. The third one is different. The third one is the one that actually changes your baseline, tip by tip, day by day. And now, the trick almost nobody talks about. Trick 3, the 3-second gratitude burst. Imagine 2 students walking out of the same failed exam. One spirals, replaying every wrong answer. The other pauses, and in the space of 3 seconds, names one specific thing that went right that day. Not, life is good, something specific. The coffee was perfect this morning. That specificity matters more than you'd think. This taps into something called reward prediction error. Your dopamine system doesn't just respond to good things happening, it responds to good things you weren't expecting. A vague "I'm grateful" barely registers. A sharp, specific, surprising detail does. Do this 3 times a day right after you wake up, at lunch, before bed, and you're not just feeling better in the moment. You're training your brain's baseline to start scanning for good things instead of threats. That's the part that compounds. Most people's attention defaults to threat. It's not a character flaw. It's evolutionary wiring built for a world with actual predators in it. But wiring can be retrained. Every time you clock a specific good thing on purpose, you're casting a small vote for what your brain treats as normal to notice. Do it enough times, and noticing good things stops being an effort. It becomes the default. Once you get all 3 of these right, the breath, the face, the gratitude, you're not managing stress after it hits, you're intercepting it before it takes hold. So here's your cheat sheet. 1, 2 sharp inhales, 1 long exhale, resets your nervous system in real time. 2, a forced smile, pen between the teeth, 15 seconds, tricks your brain's mood dial. 3, one specific surprising good thing, 3 times a day, retrains what your brain looks for. None of it takes a class. None of it costs anything. It just takes 15 seconds. And the willingness to do something that feels a little silly before you feel the difference? If this helped, a like tells the algorithm to show it to someone else who needs it today. Because happiness was never about waiting for a good day to show up. Sometimes it's just 15 seconds, spent on purpose.